Alright folks, my name is Christian Eschbach. This is another one of my album reviews, and we're going to go straight into Halestorm's ReAnimate Volume 2, Number 2, what do we got? ReAnimate the Covers EP. ReAnimate 2.0, sorry. ReAnimate 2.0 the Covers EP. Wow, after enough time I get that right. Okay, so if you did not watch my previous review where I covered Halestorm's ReAnimate, the first version, go back and watch that one. I had to break I broke my cardinal rule for it, so go back and watch it, just for that reason. This is number 2. Number 2 is possibly my least favorite out of them, and it was the easiest one for me to find. It was the only one that apparently was still in print and easy to access in the stores. Not as much anymore, but I didn't have to do any special orders or pay extra exorbitant amounts for this one to get it. I think I paid maybe $10. Great list of covers. So we got Dissident Aggressor to kick off this album, which is Judas Priest. Great tune. Excellent tune. Great way to kick off the album, especially because it lets Liz let off one of her fucking amazing screams. Whew. Man. And then it just kicks in really heavy, and Liz sounds great on it. Of course, she's covering Rob Halford, so there's no way she couldn't sound good doing it. You know what I mean? She's got a great vocalist to model after there. The whole band itself. The band, I know, I always talk about Liz because her vocals are insane. I love her vocals, you know, and she really is amazing. I don't talk about the band enough, and the band is amazing as well. The band is definitely what helps make Liz as great as she is. When she does songs with other bands or other people, she still sounds good. She still sounds great. But it really starts depending on the band that she's out there with as to how great it sounds or how good it sounds. When she's with her band, though, oh man, Halestorm as a solid unit. All the way. Always Halestorm as a solid unit. Never Liz solo. That's how I feel. After that, we get into Get Lucky. That is, I don't remember the original group that does it. I know it's one of those, and I don't remember because it's one of those techno-y, dancey kind of things that I don't generally listen to. And I've heard the original song. The original song I find very boring, very kind of cold, very dull. I don't understand how it ever got as popular as it was in the first place. Liz's version of it. Ooh, man, I dance on this. There's a couple times I've caught myself dancing down the street. When I'm supposed to be walking, I actually start getting my groove on. I start dancing a little bit as I'm going. Man, it is a good, good tune. Liz really, love it. All right, then we go into AC/DC, Shoot to Thrill. First song on this album, not a fan of. The band does it really well. And you would think Liz doing Brian Johnson would be a given. Something about this one, it just doesn't work for me. To be completely fair, though, I'm not a huge fan of the song Shoot to Thrill. If you've watched any of my AC/DC reviews, especially when I talk about AC/DC Live, I talk about that, where, you know, Shoot to Thrill is one of those songs where I've always thought it's overrated and highly overpumped. And I like to hear Liz maybe do some Bon Scott as opposed to some Brian Johnson. Yeah. Yeah. We move on from there into Hell is for Children, and that is Pat Benatar. I had to double check just to make sure. Pat Benatar has said a lot about this song over the years herself. The lyrical content definitely talks about the horrors of what kids can go through growing up. I'm trying to be careful because I guess YouTube's got this thing about if I use children and then I use other words afterwards, I'll get flagged or whatnot. So I'm not going to talk about it. But Pat Benatar has come out later on saying that no, hell isn't just for children or stuff like that. And even she's kind of regretted writing this song a little bit. I don't think she should. I think she should be very proud of this song. Now, her version isn't bad, but Liz, once again, Halestorm in general, once again, they jack it up. They add balls to it that Pat didn't have. They add and gravitas and weight to it. And heaviness, you know. And it sounds great. It's wonderful. From there, we go into Gold Dust Woman. And that would be Miss Stevie Nicks. Now, I don't remember if that was Stevie Nicks solo or when she was still in Fleetwood Mac. It obviously makes sense that Liz is going to do female artists. And Gold Dust Woman, I've heard covered multitudes of times. And I don't think it's a bad song. I think it's a decent song. I think that there are other songs I definitely would have rather have heard Halestorm perform that Stevie Nicks is a vocalist in or Stevie Nicks wrote. Even some of the Fleetwood Mac songs, you know, like the true Fleetwood Mac songs, I would be cool with hearing. The only reason I'm not a fan of Gold Dust Woman on here is, this is going to be a vocalist thing. I think Stevie Nicks has got a really cool, unique voice. That goaty kind of voice that she does that everybody likes to make fun of. I think it's a really cool voice. I definitely can understand why there's always been rumors and jokes or whatnot over the years about Stevie Nicks being a witch. Because she is an enchanting woman. Not my type of woman at all. But even in her more maturing years. Because, I mean, let's face it, Stevie Nicks has got, you know, I think 20 years on me. She is still a very mesmerizing woman. And when she talks, she just kind of commands presence. So I would love to hear Liz do something where she can really kind of command that presence. But believe it or not, given a choice between the Halestorm version of Gold Dust Woman or the whole version of Gold Dust Woman, I kind of dig on the whole version a little bit more, only because the raspy rawness of Courtney Love's voice feels more natural to it than Liz's voice feels here. And then the album finishes with 1996. This would be Marilyn Manson. Why? First off, a song from Antichrist, Superstar. Oh, why? If you're going to do one from Antichrist, Superstar, come on. Why not The Beautiful People? You know, come on. 1996. I mean, it's not a bad song. It's not a song I want to hear. They do a great job of it. They really do. They do a great job of it. It's the song. Out of all of them, this is the one that I honestly, like I said, out of the three ReAnimates, this is the one I probably like the least. Dissident Aggressor is not bad. I really do enjoy that one. Get Lucky is really where it really is for me on this album. That is the one that I actually listen to the most often off this album is Get Lucky. Hell is for Children is the next one after that. And then that's really it, you know. The other ones, if I throw the album in, I do like listening to the album as a whole. Don't get me wrong. I'll throw it in. I like listening to it, let it go through. That way, great. When I'm just putting songs onto mixes or whatever, no. That's 1-2 songs tops. That's it. Anyways, folks, that's my thoughts. That's my views. Comment sections for your thoughts and views. Like button, subscribe button, notifications button, share button. Those help out me, help out you, helps out everybody. It spreads the word. Patreon, if you want to help out that way. Link below. Click on. You can donate as little as $1 a month. That would be really cool. Otherwise, peace, love, take care.